Land feasibility studies at institutional grade levels in minutes. Builders and developers, stop paying civil engineers and get the answers you need now in minutes. Save thousands of dollars and 90% of your time to figure out what you can do to that property and is it even worth it. And after you underwrite it, I'm going to show how it transfers right over into this live plat map that you can fully adjust everything. And as you do so, it also adjusts your numbers over here, including everything on your pro forma and all your profit and losses. Always going to give you a high-level overview of what's going on the project, an executive summary of it. Pause the screen to read everything in more depth. It'll give you a conditional go or no-go and why. All the parcel geometry and the dimensions. Pause and read. Topo analysis, everything you need to know there. Civil engineering implications. Pause and read. Soils and geo conditions in the area. Again, pause and read. Geo recommendations, FEMA flood mapping, it's pulling all that. What the findings are in the area. Any risks, stormwater management, conceptual sizing. Drainage areas, everything, pause and read. Your implication for the unit yield, how it impacts all of that. Zoning and entitlement analysis, all that. Development standards, all your setbacks, everything you need to know there. Buildable envelope calculation, all your data there, your entitlement pathway and the timelines associated with them. Utility analysis, what's going on there. Connection fees, all the estimates. Sewer, what you need to know there for the town, zoning, and why. Confidence scores on all the findings. Critical note on invert elevation, everything that is important to know. Electric service, natural gas info. Telecommunications, utility summary, off-site improvement cost estimate. What all that looks like. Site plan and unit yield, what you need to know so you can figure out what's worth building or not. You're gonna have a base case of what you can do. An aggressive case. Trade by trade capital expenditure, what some of your estimates are going to run you on all that stuff, what all that looks like. Utility connections, what all that looks like. Building construction, 38 units, what you can do, all your costs. That important information for you. Soft costs and project contingencies, things you don't always think about. Base case and aggressive project costs. Market context and rent comp analysis. Rent comp analysis in a 3-mile radius, what's going on so you know how to finish your property. So you know how to not over improve your property. How those comps are relative to yours. Achievable rent assumptions, or if it's a sale, right, what you can sell it for and why. Unit mix makeup to make sure you have the right mix. And it's going to go right into a 3-scenario financial model, year 1 stabilized. All your numbers on that, everything you need to know. Then it's going to go into value add cases. How to rent or sell for more, along with an aggressive case. Then there's a rent sensitivity table built in, and how that sensitivity impacts all your cash on cash, your NOI, all your numbers. And here's a red line, pause and read that. Also, we'll give you a 5-year exit model across those sensitivity analysis, base, value, and aggressive, all your numbers. Part 10, year 3 refinance scenario, value add case, all your numbers. Note, this 3-year refi produces what it does, but look, it says the DSCR is thin, right? Things to think about. Critical unknowns table, all important stuff you still have to do and verify in the timeline associated with doing so. Make sure you don't miss anything that comes back as a scope gap. Negotiation, leverage, and price recommendation on everything. Price recommendation table, what to buy it at so you don't overspend on everything with the verdict go or no go. Then we have a devil's advocate red team check to verify everything we just went over. What works and what breaks section so you know, right, you don't get stuck with something. What breaks and could cost you money and how to avoid that as much as possible. And a final verdict. Conditional go based on those 9 conditions. Then afterwards, everything we just underwrote here is going to transfer over into this live plat map. So you can fully adjust townhome, single family, anything you want to know, all the width, all the depth, everything. You can toggle all these on or off, your parking ratios. So as you do so, it will adjust this accordingly over here and impact your numbers over here. So it'll adjust your unit count and everything and impacts that, but also then it will adjust your pro forma. All your costs associated with doing the project is then also adjusted, and you can adjust the rent square footage a month, your cost to build up or down, your bridge, right, your debt. You can adjust your vacancies, your exit cap rates, your permanent rate, right? How's that going to impact everything? So now after that institutional grade underwrite, you can modify anything as you please. And then you can also export it as a PDF. And the AI that I built can do this across any asset class at the highest of levels. Want to see how? Reach out to me right now. Let's book a call.